In the vast theater of world history, two nations rose on opposite sides of the Atlantic, each carrying the weight of ambition, identity, and destiny. The United Kingdom, an ancient empire built on centuries of monarchs, explorers, and global influence, once stood as the most powerful force on Earth. Its ships crossed every ocean, its flag touched every continent, and its voice echoed through the ages as the architect of modern civilization. Meanwhile, across the ocean, a new world was taking shape, raw, rebellious, and restless for freedom. The story began in the late 18th century, when 13 small colonies, tired of foreign rule, raised their voices against the British Empire. It was a clash not just of armies, but of ideals. The United Kingdom fought to preserve its authority, while the emerging United States fought for the right to define its own future. When the smoke of the Revolutionary War finally cleared, a new nation was born, determined, daring, and destined for greatness. The United Kingdom had lost its colonies, but it had unknowingly created its greatest rival. Throughout the next century, the two nations watched each other cautiously. Britain expanded its empire, ruling vast lands from India to Africa, while America expanded westward, building its own strength in industry, technology, and democracy. Their rivalry surfaced in trade, diplomacy, and influence, yet beneath the surface grew a strange and quiet respect. These were two nations shaped by a shared language, culture, and a belief in freedom, however differently they defined it. By the early 20th century, the world was changing, and fate pushed the two powers together. When the Great Wars erupted across Europe, the United Kingdom, once unshakable, found itself in desperate need of allies, and the United States, now a rising power, answered the call. In the fires of World War I and the devastation of World War II, the rivalry transformed into partnership. American soldiers fought on European soil, British leaders worked shoulder to shoulder with American generals, and the two nations forged a bond now known as the Special Relationship. After the wars, the United Kingdom's empire slowly faded, and the United States emerged as the new global superpower. But instead of resentment, there grew a deeper connection, a recognition that the world needed strength on both sides of the Atlantic. Together, they built alliances, defended democracy, advanced technology, and shaped culture in ways no two nations ever had before. Yet the story of the UK and the USA is not one of perfect harmony. It is a tale marked by disagreements, diplomatic tensions, and moments when each nation pushed the other to question its place in the world. From economic competition to global policies, from cultural influence to military strategy, their rivalry continued, but now wrapped in partnership. Today, the United Kingdom and the United States stand not as enemies, and not merely as allies, but as two great forces whose histories are forever intertwined. Their journey from war to friendship, from colonial conflict to global collaboration, is a reminder that even the greatest rivalries can evolve into the strongest bonds. Across the ocean that once divided them, their story continues. Two nations, two histories, one shared legacy that still shapes the world.